starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those who are new, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. For those who are returning, hello again. And for my subscribers, thank you so much for your loyalty and support. I truly appreciate your support for this channel. For those who haven't subscribed yet, who would like to subscribe to join this wonderful family, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. And if this this video resonates with you, go ahead and illuminate that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate that. All right, so for those of you who are interested in personal readings, all information to book a personal reading with me is in the description box below. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for being here. I really appreciate you watching this weekly. All right. And I hope you're doing well. I also wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. All right, Virgo, we're going to see what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on, what you need to avoid. Stick around to the end so you can see what is coming to you with regards to love. You'll get to ask a question where you will receive an answer from your angels, and we're also going to see what the new moon in Leo is bringing you. That new moon in Leo occurs either on Saturday, well, it'll occur Saturday, August 7th or Sunday, August 8th, according to where you live. If you live in the States, it's August 8th. It's going to be a very powerful new moon. All right, what is the overall theme for Virgo for this week, for August 2nd to August 8th? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, look at this. We have the Homeland Security card. Maybe somebody here works for Homeland Security. I don't know why I said that. We have the Homeland card. Arrival, a journey, end, establishment, building, settled. So, Virgo, I'm getting the energy here like you guys have been doing the work. It looks like you are home now, which means coming home to God, coming home to your true self, understanding your worth and your value. Maybe I also got a message that maybe your somebody's coming back into your life, somebody's coming back home. That's for some of you. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and discard the rest. If you like a personal reading, the information for that is in my description box below. But some of you, it's like you're getting close to the culmination of your journey of self-growth. Others of you, this is the time to embark on your journey and to explore. Some of you need to reconnect to your ancestors, your guides, your galactic family on a deeper level. Some of you should probably start doing, establishing routines. And you know, Virgo is about routines, right? More of a spiritual practice. Some of you are actually already doing this, because look at how this mermaid looks in this card. She's riding on this majestic sea turtle. It's like, yeah, it's like she feels beautiful. She feels worthy. She feels like she's on top of the world. And look, that finger that she's pointing out, she's kind of saying, take me that way. Or the divine's telling her to go in this direction, and she's being guided by this sea turtle. Or maybe, you know, sea turtle is your animal spirit. Maybe that's for some of you. Or sea turtles are very significant to you, or you start seeing sea turtles after you watch this reading. That's going to be a significant message for you, maybe with whatever comes out in this reading. But she's just saying, okay, you know, I'm going to go in this direction because I'm being led. And she's very confident about that. She's not worrying. The colors of this card are like earthly in nature, right? 'Cause you guys are Virgo. And it's like she's being more grounded, even though she's in the water. You can be in the water and be grounded too. And the number 44, you are being angelically led. This is an angel. This is the number where the angels are very close to you. Some of you, you need to start being communicating more with your angels. Again, your ancestors, your guides. Start doing more practices, more meditating, maybe doing a spiritual practice, pulling tarot for yourself, and talking to your spirit team, something along those lines. This is also, you are on that journey, or you need to start embarking on that journey to find home, what home is for you. Again, this is like coming back home to, like, to yourself, to who you truly are. Understanding where, I keep looking at her face, being guided to where it is that you need to be. Maybe some of you actually really need to relocate. I'm seeing Six of Swords, the Chariot card, Three of Wands. Some of you need to move. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, maybe. Some of you need to physically move, because for some of you, where you are right now, it doesn't feel like home to you, and you're being led in a direction somewhere else where it's like, you know what, I want to go here. But then you're like, okay, I really want to be here, and I know that I'm being divinely guided in that direction, and I'm going to trust God. I'm going to have faith in the fact that wherever I'm being led to, everything's going to be fine, right? She feels very free. She looks very free in this card. It's I'm hearing from my angels, it's time for you to come home, Virgo. And they want you to go back to your roots. Go back to who you were in a past lifetime, because a lot of you have these spiritual gifts. You're supposed to be who you were meant to be in this lifetime. Some of you really need to start connecting to the Pleiadians, the Syrians. If you know your starseed, and you don't know what type, I have a starseed origins reading for that. If you're interested, it's a direct link to that reading in the description box. I'm getting, for some of you, you are starseeds, and there's your starseed families calling you home, but some of you are a little bit confused as to how to communicate with them or how to get there. Again, that reading will help with that. I can assist with that because I'm a starseed myself. Others of you, it's really starting to come back to who you are, because some of you have probably gone astray and you've lost your connection with God. You've lost your connection with yourself, and it's time for you to just, this journey of your 3D self needs to end, and the journey of your 5D self needs to begin. That's what I'm getting with this. Building more for yourself. Again, establishing traditions and things that are more in alignment with who you are as an individual. And here's the guide card: a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. I was talking about your guides, your ancestors, right? This is you coming back home to them, and I'm getting a very strong starseed energy with this. Some of you who are like, starseed, what the heck is that? Again, that reading that I have in the description box, it says starseed origins for booking a reading. That would very, very well help you with coming closer to understanding what your true role as a starseed is and what that means for you. So a lot of you, yep, it's coming back home to your guides, to your ancestors, your angels, your roots. And your roots are not necessarily with the people that you deal with right now, like family, where your ancestors came from per se. There is that, but there's more of the family that is in the 5D realm. The ancestors have already passed on, the galactic family, the angels, all of those guides, all of those of the spiritual realm who are here to help you, to bring you back home. It's time for you to come back home to this. And this is more of a spiritual nature of what I'm getting with this card. Of course, that's the bottom of the deck, which is the underlying energy for this. So we're going to see what it is that you need to focus on for this week. What does Virgo need to focus on for this week, Spirit Guides and Angels? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Ooh, that just flipped over there. We have the 10 of Cups. All right, Virgo. So this is you focusing on your bliss, your ultimate fulfillment. Essentially, you want the storybook ending. You want the happily ever after. You want complete emotional fulfillment and divine love. And I was talking about with this, the coming home to the spiritual world. I said coming back home to God because some of you have been disconnected from that. And I was like that too. I was like so connected, and then I was mad and just stopped because of the stuff that was going on in my life. And then I reconnected with God, and I am in this incredible relationship where we co-create together. And I haven't been as strong to God as I've ever been. And I used to be Catholic. Okay. So this was very empowering for me, where I found exactly what my relationship with God should be like. And it was not what I was being taught in church. And I'm not knocking on the Catholic religion or any religions at all. This is just my experience, my opinion. I'm not trying to impose anything on anybody. But when I got out of that and I started to really understand the magic of God and his mercy and unconditional love, then I truly understood God himself. And I became more in alignment with God. And when I did that, I started to feel in this 10 of Cups energy a lot more blissful and joyful. My energies were balanced. My emotions were balanced. I was always in a blissful state. I'm still in a blissful state every day. Even if something goes off or something comes in that's low vibrational, I'm able to, put that aside and raise my vibration again. So I'm always in this energy because I know that God is there. God is my only source of supply. And God is the one that provides for all of us. And as long as we are directly in alignment with the energies of the higher realms, with that divine love that God gives all of us, the unconditional love, we end up being in this blissful, harmonious state. So some of you really need to focus on being in alignment with this energy. When you come back home to God, when you start understand what divine love truly is, you start feeling the unconditional love of God, and you start feeling a lot more blissful and joyful and harmonious. And the bottom of the deck is the Moon card. This is you singing your song. I'm seeing throat chakra here. Some of you need to focus on unblocking your throat chakra and communicating to the universe what it is that you truly want with your life. You're being called to really trust and listen to your intuition. Embarking into the unknown, the mysterious, right? It's like, okay, when you're coming home, it's like, what does that mean? Who am I really? Again, I'm getting more starseed energy with this, even though it's not the star and it's the moon. But, this is divine feminine, right? Coming home to who the divine feminine really is, whether you're male or female. And this talks about, also your dreams. Apparently, some of you are getting a lot of downloads and insights with your dreams. They want you to pay attention to that. Okay, for a few of you here, there's like this dream about singing, or you're a singer, or you make music, you play an instrument. But for some of you, this is about singing because she's singing in here. And some of you want to pursue this. And maybe some of you were doing this and it didn't work out, and you just went back to like a 9-to-5 job and saying, well, this isn't going to work, or life got the best of you. Something along the lines, this, again, for a few of you, this is general. So keep that in mind. For a few of you, I'm picking up on somebody or a couple of people here who they loved doing this, something with music, something with singing, and life got in the way, and they sacrificed that and they stopped doing that, and it lowered your vibration, and you miss doing this type of stuff. And your guides, your angels, God is telling you to go back to that. Come back home to your roots of whatever, like the music is calling you back, Virgo. Again, this is for a few Virgos, not for everybody, because it's general. If it's not resonating with you, then it's not your story. It's okay. But there is a message in here for you somewhere. But for people here, this is about you trusting and listening to your intuition, of following your dreams, following your heart to get to that 10 of Cups energy. And you got to find that within yourself, and understanding the mystery that is you. Maybe you are very empathic, you're psychic, okay? Some of you really need to start understanding your psychic abilities, being more in tune with your intuition, because that's going to help you to really reveal, like the moon. It's like something's being hidden here, right? Something is being hidden, but you have to go within, kind of like the Hermit, Four of Swords energy. Meditate, get answers, so that you start realizing, when you do that and you go within, then you start finding the answers to who you really are, what you're being called to do. This is also like this mermaid goddess here, this moon goddess is calling you, Virgo, come back home. Virgo, go back to your roots, go back to understanding who you really are. And maybe you have this affinity for the stars, or you're always looking at the moon and you feel like your family is out there. And if that's you, Virgo, you most likely are a starseed. So you're being called right now by the heavens, by the light of the moon, whatever this is for you, to get back to your bliss. Again, some of you need to get back into doing something with music, because that's where your true happiness lies. And you shouldn't have to worry about what's going to happen with that, or if something didn't work out in the past. It's okay. They're saying go back to it, Virgo. Whatever this is for you, go back to that, because you're being called to really go within and see the mystery of you and who you really are. And again, I'm getting from like the heavens, they're calling you back so that you can start doing your work, your follow your dharma, your life's mission work. All right, what is it that Virgo needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, for the others of you where you've done the work, your healing work, you're living your dharma, that type of thing, with the journey ending, that is for another group of you where you guys have completed that. You followed your intuition, you followed your calling, and now this 10 of Cups is coming in. Your happily ever after is coming in with the moon card. That's something you don't see. It's being hidden from you for a reason. Things are coming out of the dark for you, Virgo, for those of you who've done the work, and now your 10 of Cups is coming in. You're going to have your happily ever after, the blissful relationship, that type of thing. What is it that Virgo needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you. The King of Wands is here, okay? Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. Some of you are being asked to stop controlling things. Kind of seeing the Wheel of Fortune, where you're continuing your karmic patterns, and it's like, well, let me try to force this to work out, but it's not working out. That's why you have to like just trust and listen to your intuition, surrender to the divine, and because you're being called back home. Again, with the King of Wands, he's the King of Light. He is the master of spiritual growth. He has enormous spiritual strength. Some of you are not following this. You're not tapping into this King of Wands energy where you feel empowered, or this is also an entrepreneur. This guy has his own business, and of course it doesn't have to be male, it can be female too. But some of you are not embodying the King of Wands energy, where you're working on your spiritual growth. That's what I was saying with a journey ends. It's time to end the journey of the 3D world and go back to the 5D world. And Wands talk about spirituality too. There's creativity in that as well. Your spiritual journey needs to start here, as opposed to the journey that is just in 3D. This guy takes risks. Some of you are afraid of taking risks. He is very confident and courageous. Some of you are afraid to embark on that journey to what you're being called towards, because you're being called back home, and they want you to come back home because they have something better for you. I'm seeing like 8 of Cups energy, where you got to leave the old life behind, the old 3D world behind, and start living your dharma. Start living that life that your ancestors, your galactic family, your angels are calling you to do. They don't want you to get into the energy of the shadow side of the King of Wands, where yeah, you're just trying to control too much of your life. Now, for others of you, again, this is general, you may be dealing with somebody who is King of Wands energy, who is ruthless, who is very controlling, who is dictating things in your life, maybe not allowing you to do anything, is what I just heard. So that's for some of you who are in a connection with somebody with this King of Wands energy. I just heard some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. Again, that's for a few people here. Again, it's general. Not everyone's dealing with a Sag, but I just heard some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. But it doesn't have to be. Even if it's not a fire sign, it doesn't have to be. It's the embodiment of the King of Wands. For some of you, you are dealing with this person, and they want you to stop dealing with a person who is like this, because they are keeping you away from coming home. Maybe you do want to relocate or something and move, and this person is like, no, you can't do that. You can't move away from me, type of thing. Whatever this is. The bottom of the deck is more fire energy. We have 4 of Wands now. Yeah, some of you are you're afraid of walking away from somebody because you feel like they're your soulmate. You want this union with them. This is your counterpart, your twin flame. But apparently with the energy of the King of Wands, what I'm getting again, for some of you who are in a, soulmate counterpart connection, you're afraid to walk away from this person. Again, tying to the 3D world that with this person, instead of coming back home to your roots, to who you really are, and embarking on your journey of your rebirth, like the Death card, your self-transformation. Some of you are kind of hung up on this counterpart twin flame connection, because they do say this is a twin flame card, the 11 lemon card, as they say. But you are either trying to control this connection, and you're being steered in a different direction that is not going to lead you to union, or something along those lines. This is some of you may be very well in balance, and you're not secure in yourself, and some of you may be in an unhealthy relationship with this King of Wands here, and they're keeping you from your growth. When you have the 4 of Wands, this is major achievement. A major milestone has been met after going through a long journey. It does talk about weddings and unions and things like that, celebrations, parties, whatever. What I'm getting from this is, with the 4 of Wands, this is a completion of a major journey that you've undertaken. You become wiser, you're more abundant, you're more stable. Coming home. This is home, okay? Somebody here is preventing you from coming home. It has to do with that King of Wands. And if it's not a relationship, it could even be a boss, somebody of authority, all right, who's keeping you from doing that. And it's like, no, I gotta go my own way. It's like, I'm being led in this direction. I need to end this journey that I've been living in the 3D world and start embarking on the journey that I'm being called to follow. All right. So let's see why the Ten of Cups is here. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good why the Ten of Cups is here. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Yeah, for some of you, there's like, you want this to embark on this thing that gives you this amazing, blissful life. But some of you, there's like, you don't feel confident enough to embark on that journey. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Thank you. We have the Knight of Cups. I was talking about following your heart, right? Trusting your instincts, knowing that the quest for the Holy Grail is going to lead you to the Ten of Cups, right? This is finding your Holy Grail. What finds your ultimate fulfillment. That brings you that bliss and that joy, and you're on the quest for that. You need to focus on that. And he's being guided by his heart. He's following his heart. Trusting and listening to his instincts. He follows his heart, and it leads him in that direction to where he needs to go. Just like her, she's like following her heart. She's following his divine guidance as to where she needs to be going. Doing this, your journey to the Holy Grail, Virgo, is going to lead you to your Ten of Cups. When you find the bliss and joy within yourself on your own, that is in alignment with the Ten of Cups energy, and then you start to call in the happily ever after, the storybook ending. You have to be in alignment with that, but you first have to find the fulfillment within yourself, because you're not going to find this Holy Grail in somebody else. You have to seek the Holy Grail on your own. You have to embark on that journey. His heart is going to lead him back home to himself, because he knows that what is true to his heart, his intuition is leading him in the right direction. And when he's completed that journey, he calls in this energy. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. This is you learning your life's lessons and sticking up for yourself. You're going to say, you know what? I was talking about that, especially if you're dealing with this King of Wands energy here that's controlling you, that's blocking you. You need to cut this person out of your life. You need to cut people out of your life who are not in alignment with that Ten of Cups that you want. If somebody is low vibrational, somebody who's not being honest with you, somebody's trying to take advantage of you, you need to release these people, because that's low vibrational. You want the Ten of Cups. That is a high vibrational card. Low vibration does not attract high vibration. Low vibration attracts low vibration, and high vibration attracts high vibrational stuff. Okay? You need to let go of guilt, let go of regret, and start going back home. Oh, I'm hearing for some of you, you kind of regret not following your heart. You regret not listening to your intuition, not falling away from God. I went through this too. Because I was allowing people to strip me of my integrity and my power, and I wasn't listening to my gut, right? Swords are about the mind, communication, thoughts. And I would do some of my prayers, and sometimes it would bring me to tears, because I'd be like, oh my gosh, I fell away from you, and I just stopped trusting you, God. And then but we're always forgiven. Because when we change our lives and we go in the direction that God is leading us toward, and we surrender to him, and we let go and let God, like, okay, God, I'm going to follow your guidance. I'm going to do your mission work. And then you start to realize how merciful and forgiving God is. And for me, I wasn't feeling guilty anymore, because I knew that everything that I went through was a lesson that I needed to learn. And I had to learn to stand up for myself, to speak my truth, and to not allow anyone to take advantage of me anymore. I had to follow my heart. especially with relationships, with this type of energy, I had to let go of that. And I had to go my own path, my own way. I had to come back home to myself. I had to come back home to God, my galactic family, my ancestors, my angels, to embark on my journey to get to where I am now, which essentially is calling in the Ten of Cups, my happily ever after. All right, why is the King of Wands here? Please and thank you. Ooh, we've got Capricorn energy, Saturn. All right, restrictions, karma. We have the Devil and we have Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you are probably dealing with somebody. And now with the Knight of Cups that I'm looking at it, somebody may be like very attractive that you're dealing with. Oh, and yeah, King of Wands could be very charismatic. Like a hot dude over here. On top of like being very romantic or very the strong attraction here, passion I'm getting. Maybe you're dealing with somebody and here's the Devil with the strong passion. Okay, maybe you are bound to this individual and because you're so highly attracted to them, and they are trying to woo you over with their fine dining or their whining and dining. Being very romantic, but then they're also trying to kind of control you or trying to control your emotions. Again, I'm seeing somebody who's very attractive, very passionate, very romantic, but there's another side to them that's like the Devil. They're kind of controlling you with this type of energy, with the combination of the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands and the Devil card. And you are being bound to this person. It's like you can't get away. You are obsessed with this individual. However, this individual is not reciprocating the love you give to them. They're not putting in the work. They're not doing their part. And some of you Virgos are stuck to this person. Maybe there's sex involved too, because the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups and this guy, maybe some hot sex going on here, but you know, you're getting caught up in that, but this person is just not doing anything else. It's like they're trapping you with, you know, them being good in bed or something like that. Or maybe this is you, Virgo. This is not a knock on you. I'm just picking up what I'm getting. So I'm just relaying what I'm picking up on. And some of you really need to let go of this unequal give and take here. Maybe some of you might be stuck on because maybe somebody's giving you a lot of money, a lot of material things, right? I was saying find whining and dining, and you know, the Knight of Cups can over romanticize things and, you know, be too affectionate, too romantic. Again, take it how it resonates. They want you to release yourself from this individual, or maybe a job even that seems so appealing to you, but it's not really for your best interest. And they want you to pull away from that. That's why, like, you got to end this journey of being bound by the Devil and start embarking on that journey for your fulfillment. Instead of being, you know, connected to somebody else. And maybe you're afraid of losing this person because maybe the sex is really good, or because they're very wealthy and they've been paying your bills and paying your car note and all these things. But God's like, no, that's why I said you got to stop the journey of the 3D world, being tied to this, and you got to go your own way. You got to come back to God, because now the Devil is here. You got to come back to God. I'm hearing that very strongly now. This is interesting reading. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands. Now, the shadow side of the Page of Wands, he's the person who thinks with his pants. And it could be a female too, okay? This is not being sexist. A female could be utilizing sex to get her way. It could be, and this is a puerile energy here. Somebody's being very childish because it's like they got you wrapped around your finger. That's what I just heard. Because of the sex, because they have money, because they're very hot looking, and maybe you're the type of person who is dealing with somebody who was never this hot before, and maybe you find yourself to be average looking Virgo and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm going to do better than this. But if somebody is not reciprocating, putting in what you're putting in, right, giving you breadcrumbs with the sex, with the whining and dining, with the money, that's devil energy, right? Somebody who's not okay. What I'm getting, they're really a page, they're not a king. That's what I just heard. For some of you dealing with somebody like this, they're really a page and not a king. It's a false king here that you're dealing with. I just heard, okay? Be careful with that. You got to really have that courage to stand up for yourself and follow your passions, and you got to speak up. This page communicates with confidence, fearless. Some of you need to stand up to this person and be like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Like, I'm being manipulated by you. I'm walking away. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so this is an interesting reading. Okay, Virgo, let's see what guidance Spirit has for you for this week. What guidance do we have for Virgo for this week? Please and thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit Guides, Angels, Galactic Family, Pleiadian Syrians, thank you. We have, I think there are 3 cards. We have Wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. Playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestation. And the third one is simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So let's start with this. With this card, yeah, eliminate the clutter, eliminate the people and things who I was saying, the 5 of Swords energy at the bottom of the deck for this year. It's time to clear out people out of your energy field, Virgo, so that the better stuff can come in, the better relationships, the better jobs. All right. Yeah, I was saying some of you might be too hung up on a job that, you know, it has all these perks and money and stuff, but at the end of the day, you're thinking, you know, it doesn't really fulfill me anymore. Again, that's for some of you who are dealing like with a job that seems so attractive to you, and you're kind of like bound by the money or the attractiveness of the job. Maybe you can, I don't know, you get all these benefits and your boss pays for things. I don't know. Again, take it how it resonates. But balancing work life here, but I'm getting also you got to clear out people, jobs, friends, relationships that are no longer in alignment with you, because you're being called to do something else so that God can bring you something better. So with the Wait card, they're saying to take your time on something. I just heard think things through, Virgo, before you make a decision. I heard tread lightly. That's interesting. And then with the playtime, yeah, you, okay, what I just heard, wow, with this card, this is weird that you're dealing with a player. Some of you in a relationship are dealing with a player. That's what I just heard. This is weird because I never get this with this card. Others of you, it's time to stop playing around like you're being played with. I was saying with this energy here, so you're dealing with a child, you're dealing with a page and not an actual King of Wands. Some of you are being played, and some of you really need to start finding your own joy and your own bliss instead of paying attention to or dealing with somebody who's been playing you, something along those lines. Now, the bottom of the deck is Waves of Prosperity. It says new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So they want you to release all this stuff, okay? And start creating your own joys and your miracles but you have to be in alignment with that. That's why your focus is the 10 of Cups and trusting and following your heart, because you essentially want this. But if you're dealing with low vibrational stuff, and look, the devil is here, right? That doesn't align with this type of energy, right? So when you start balancing stuff and start coming back home to God and start doing what it is that you want to do, Virgo, this happens. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now, because now it's more in alignment with the 10 of Cups energy. All right, let's see what the new moon in Leo is bringing you. What is the new moon in Leo bringing, Virgo? Again, the new moon in Leo will happen either Saturday, August 7th or Sunday, August 8th, depending on where you are. In the States, it's August 8th. What is the new moon in Leo bringing, Virgo? Thank you, Spirit. Sagittarius. Yeah, some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture, Virgo. Full moon in Sagittarius. You're going to start to see things here. This connection. Oh, wow. More fire energy. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. So apparently you go within, you come back home, you reconnect to God, you follow your heart, you start realizing something. The new moon is going to give you that confidence and that courage to like stand up for yourself, because it's going to help you to look at the bigger picture. And then you may have a heated discussion with this individual, or this individual is going to say something to you that's very heated. You're going to find out something about this connection or this boss or this relationship where they are tricking you, right? The devil is trickery. And you're dealing with a page and not a king, and then either you call them out on it and then there's an argument here, but this is supposed to happen so that it could get you on your path. Okay. Coming back home to you, because again, it's time to come home, Virgo. The bottom of the deck is nothing will come of this situation. They want me to read it. Some of you might be confused. What is that? Void of course moon? I think that's at the end. It says, oh, let me get up here. It is a form of astrology known as horary, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded. A void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or the situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you are asking. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project or any, what does it say? Of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you currently are creating, and you can change that with your both behavior and beliefs. That makes no sense. I trust in my highest good. The chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out and meditate and contemplate. You see? The moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit words Om Namo Narayani, which means I surrender to the divine. Just be. So, it looks like when this happens, right? It's like you're speaking your piece or whatever, and you're getting out of this connection or this job, whatever this is. Don't worry. Because like I said, it's going to lead you to where you need to be. It's bringing you home. You may think you're home right now, but what my guides are saying is that's kind of like an illusion. The devil here. You're being tricked into thinking that you are home, or that a person is home, or that a job is home, or a physical location is actually home. Again, take out resonates. It's a general reading. All right, we're going to see what's coming to you with regards to love. What is coming to Virgo with regards to love, please, and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Da, da, da. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Okie dokie. With love, Virgo, you need to start making healthier choices in both love and in life. Focusing on self-love, taking good care of yourself, being happier, right? That's why they want you to focus on your fulfillment, your 10 of Cups, your dreams, your aspirations, following your heart to that. The bottom of the deck says love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Oh, okay. I'm getting 3 things here, Virgo, with this love call. Either you call someone and you let them know about something that you are going to make better choices for yourself, because again, when you look at the bigger picture, you're going to start realizing the connection that you're in, and we've already gone over what you're dealing with here. For some of you, you're going to make that call. All right, this is you expressing your truth and saying, you know what, I'm going to choose myself. Others of you, these are for the people who have done the work, who've completed their journey to self-love and self-healing. You were dealing with somebody who was like this, of this nature, who was trying to, oh, I'm hearing friends with benefits. Yeah, you were being played because there was a friends with benefits connection here. Again, this is for some of you. You were avoiding this because you followed your path. You're like, I'm following my intuition. I'm following my 10 of Cups. And you got to the 10 of Cups you found that bliss on your own. You understood the divine love of God, and you followed your heart, right? You found the Holy Grail. Okay. You waited, you bided your time. You decluttered your life. You got rid of this energy here, whether it could be a job and a person who were like this. Not that a job was dealing with enticing you with sex, but yeah, again, the money thing. I was talking about the money, right? Bamboozling you, keeping you in a job, a relationship, somebody here that was keeping you. They're like really attractive and being romantic and fire sign or a water sign or whatever. And it was friends with benefits, right? They weren't really reciprocating the love, but they were like, oh, I'll have sex with you and just be on your merry way. Some of you let go of this energy right here, and you got to this energy. You came home, you completed your journey to healing, self-love. You're living your best life. You are now self-employed. You built your own business, whatever it is your skill sets are. You made the healthy choices in love and life and focus on self-care, right? You focus on your happiness. Now somebody is going to come in and express their love for you. And it could very well be somebody who was this before and you left and they're like, oh shit, somebody just came into my life that was the best thing ever and I fucked it up. And they transformed and they came home. You came home to who you were. They came home to who they are. Self-transformation occurred, and now this person has changed, and now this person's going to tell you, you know what, I really did love you this whole time. I was just suppressing my feelings because I was afraid. I thought sex was power. I thought sex was going to make me feel good. That was going to make me feel like a man for some males, or for some women that, that was going to make them feel loved or something. And they realized this and they said, no, that's not what it was about. And then they're saying, you know what, I've loved you this whole time, but I had a very skewed vision as to what love was. So some of you may be getting a phone call from somebody who used to be like this. And they realized that the devil was getting to them. And they broke the chains that bound them. So did you. And now you're getting a love call. Okay. From them. Because you made the healthier choices for yourself. Again, there's 2 stories here now. I don't know who's who. You can get a personal reading to see which Virgo you are here. But you should know from your gut and be honest with yourself. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Ask your question, meditate on it while I shuffle. Choose a new direction. Recovery. Yeah, I know that sun's really bright there. Get more information. I did talk about get more information, right? Yeah, you're going to get more information, especially if you go within, especially about somebody or a job or something. The bottom of the deck is helpful people. Okay. All right. They want me to go back to these. I know you guys asked a question, but they want me to touch up on these to go back to the two groups that I'm picking up. Some of you did get more information. You did your research. You changed things about yourself. You learned more about building a business or your spiritual gifts or whatever this is. Because you chose a new direction. You knew that this job or this person or both were not fulfilling you, that it wasn't the direction that God was leading you towards. So you chose a new one. You chose yourself. When you choose yourself, you choose God. And now there's going to be a recovery here, where especially if you're dealing with a connection, you're going to reconcile. The healing has been done on both parties. And now this connection is going to be restored. And with the helpful people, maybe this person coming back into your life is going to be helping you with your business, finance. Maybe you're a single parent. You won't be doing the single parent stuff anymore. And again, take it how it resonates. For the others of you, you need to focus on your healing. Focus on yourself. That is why you're being called home. You need to get more information as to how you're going to go about, changing things in your life, making healthier choices, letting go of people, letting go of jobs, whatever this is, building your business. Yes, and it's time for you to choose a new direction. For those of you who haven't done so, go in a different direction, because when you do this, God has something better for you. And with the helpful people, you may need to look to friends, family, spiritual advisors who can help you get in your path or help you to get you on your way, something along those lines. Okay, Virgo, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching, for subscribing if you haven't already, for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.